Climate change is one of the most pressing challenges of our time. It affects every corner of the globe, from melting ice caps in the Arctic to devastating wildfires in the Amazon. But what exactly is climate change, and why should we care? Climate change refers to long-term shifts in temperature, weather patterns, and other atmospheric conditions on Earth. While the planet has naturally experienced periods of warming and cooling over geological timescales, the current rapid changes are largely driven by human activities. At the heart of climate change is the greenhouse effect, a natural process that warms the Earth's surface. Just like the glass of a greenhouse traps heat, certain gases in the Earth's atmosphere, known as greenhouse gases, trap heat from the sun. These gases include carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide. They allow sunlight to enter, but they prevent some of the heat from escaping back into space. Over the past century, human activities have dramatically increased the concentration of these greenhouse gases. The burning of fossil fuels for energy, deforestation, and industrial processes release enormous amounts of carbon dioxide and other gases into the atmosphere. As a result, the greenhouse effect has been intensified, leading to global warming. Global warming is the long-term increase in Earth's average surface temperature. Since the late 19th century, Earth's temperature has risen by about 1 degrees Celsius, with most of that warming occurring in recent decades. While this may seem like a small number, it has profound effects on our climate systems. As the Earth warms, we see more frequent and intense weather events, heat waves, hurricanes, droughts, and floods. Rising temperatures are also causing glaciers and ice sheets to melt, leading to higher sea levels and the threat of coastal flooding. Ecosystems are being disrupted, and species, both plant and animal, are struggling to adapt to these rapid changes. Human health is also at risk. Heat waves can lead to heat-related illnesses and deaths. Changing weather patterns can impact agriculture, making it harder to grow food in certain regions, while other areas face water shortages. Climate change also exacerbates air pollution, leading to respiratory problems and other health issues. While the challenge of climate change is daunting, there is still hope. Reducing greenhouse gas emissions is critical, and we can do this by transitioning to renewable energy sources, such as solar, wind, and hydropower, protecting and restoring forests, improving energy efficiency, and adopting sustainable farming practices can also make a significant difference. Climate change is a global issue that requires global cooperation. International agreements like the Paris Agreement aim to limit global temperature rise to well below 2 degrees Celsius, with efforts to limit it to 1.5 degrees Celsius. The goal is to reduce emissions and build resilience against the impacts of climate change. Understanding the science behind climate change is the first step in addressing this global challenge. Through collective action, we can protect the planet for future generations. The time to act is now. For more information on climate science and what you can do to help, visit the National Academy of Sciences and Humanities website. Together, we can make a difference. Scientists have thoroughly studied the phenomena driving climate change, including the increase in greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide and methane in the atmosphere. These gases trap heat, leading to a rise in global temperatures. Melting ice caps, rising sea levels, and more frequent extreme weather events are just some of the consequences. By acknowledging the scientific consensus, we can develop effective strategies to mitigate these impacts. Collective action encompasses a wide range of initiatives, from individual lifestyle changes to international policies. On a personal level, reducing carbon footprints through sustainable practices like recycling, using public transportation, and supporting renewable energy can make a significant difference. Governments, businesses, and communities also play crucial roles in implementing policies and programs aimed at reducing emissions and adapting to climate change. For instance, governments can pass legislation that promotes the use of renewable energy sources, implements carbon pricing mechanisms, and supports green infrastructure projects. Businesses can adopt eco-friendly practices, invest in clean technologies, and strive for operational efficiency to minimize their environmental footprint. Communities can foster local initiatives, such as tree planting campaigns, energy-saving programs, and educational workshops to raise awareness about climate change and encourage collective action. The integration of these efforts across different scales and sectors is essential for achieving meaningful progress in addressing climate change. The urgency of the situation cannot be overstated. The window of opportunity to take meaningful action is closing. and every moment of delay exacerbates the problem. By working together, we can create a sustainable future where our actions today do not compromise the well-being of tomorrow's generations. It is our collective responsibility to ensure that the planet remains a viable home for all.